Welcome to Really Cool Stuff for the Home podcast, sponsored by HomeWorks. And now with today's show on all the ways to improve your home is your host, Denise Sanchez.
Hi, everybody. This is Denise from HomeWorks, Really Cool Stuff for the Home. And I'm so excited because I get Jeff Polucci from Miele. He is a national products trainer, right?
Sales and product trainer.
But here's the thing. He knows everything. He's been with them for many years, over 20 years, right, Jeff?
24 this year.
24. Oh my gosh. So, and he is enthusiastic. He's knowledgeable. And I was just telling him that I love how he can take the information and he can give it back to us. Some very technical information sometimes, and it's interesting. He does it in such a cool way. And he's a really funny guy too, if you really get to know him. I mean, he's a lot of fun. But the reason why I have Jeff back is because, well, here's the thing. The way Miele works is like this. They don't introduce new products every year. Like they don't have a 2020 and a 2021 product. What they do is as they have innovations, they will debut a new series. Well, they are just debuting a new series of dishwashers and a new series of washers and dryers, which I can't even fathom because the dishwashers are like perfection. So what can you do to make them better? And then on the washers and dryers, I certainly cannot imagine what they're going to do to make them better. I mean, I purchased a new set. I had a 24-year-old set and I just bought another one about, I guess it's been about a year now. I had the new set because I like the new the features. I love those cartridges. In fact, I have a little story to tell you in a minute about that. The feedback I get from customers on that. So we have some new models coming out, a new series actually, and Jeff was going to educate me. I said, you know what, Jeff? Let's do a podcast on this and let's educate my customers because they're going to really find this interesting information. What makes it different and what makes the models a little bit different. And we're not going to get real technical. It's going to be kind of like an overview, you know, because I won't retain it all if it's real technical. So, Jeff, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Denise. Thank you for having me.
And so the new dishwasher's coming out. So every time, one thing I have noticed that every time they come out with a new series, the top of the line features seem to come down to the lower end. And then they bring in these wonderful new features. You know what I mean? So like say you had a dishwasher that maybe was $14.99 and there was one that was $19.99. The new series, that $19.99 feature now comes down to the $14.99 feature. And then they come up with some wow other feature. That's kind of interesting how they do that too.
They've done that for decades and that there's no difference here. As a matter of fact, I was going to explain that and you just...
sorry.
No, but you explained it beautifully. You're exactly right. I mean, like you said earlier, I've been with Miele now. This is my 24th year, and they've done this over and over and over. What happens is the top of the line features migrate down.
Right.
And oftentimes the top of the line ends up staying the same price, even though it's been completely overhauled.
Right.
And those wow features that were on that now move down to the lower models, and they don't increase in price. Matter of fact, you've been with us long enough to know that oftentimes we even lower the price and we give you a better platform.
Yes.
Which is just unheard of.
Yes.
In today's world. But yeah, we do that. We've done that ever since I've been with them. Yeah.
Right. Like to have an $11.99 washer or $11.99 dryer. From being a Miele gal, okay, that is like, what? Did I see that? Did someone erase something on that? You know, this is going to be something not right.
Is that a typo?
Oh my gosh. That's so awesome that you can do that. And that here's the thing though, on your lower end models, they're not lower end as far as quality and performance wise. No. It's just features, feature wise and electronics. We'll talk about that. So I can tell a customer, just like on the ovens or anything, I can tell you that the bottom of the line, the lower end model will perform as well as their top end. It just doesn't have this feature, that feature, this feature, you know, that people just really want to have. And also to usually, and not more than usually, a lot of the times, Miele brings these electronic or these new features to market, and then everyone is trying to scramble to copy them. They don't do as good a job, but they try to scramble. For instance, I have people coming in and go, well, does that Miele dishwasher have that top tray? I heard the Miele dishwasher is really good. I really want that top tray I've been seeing. Well, Miele invented that.
Yeah.
And their patent ran out, and no one does it as good as well as Miele does, right?
But there's obviously, more to it, because, for example, the day that our 17-year patent ran out on the cutlery tray, we had 2 more patents on the 2 next designs of it.
Right.
But on that very day, 3 other brands introduced a third rack.
Right. Yeah.
And they came out and they were like, look how innovative we are. Look how great we are, when all they were really doing was simply adding a third rack. But what's interesting is, if you don't change the wash system, then the third rack actually compromises your results. And when we created our cutlery tray, we also changed the wash system.
Right.
Right? Because that upper arm has got to be configured and shaped and sized to actually clean every single slot in that tray. If it's not, all you're doing is forcing yourself to have to pre-wash things or wash them again.
Right.
So that's one thing the other brands still haven't done. They still haven't redesigned their upper wash, and yet we've never missed that part.
So let's talk about the new dishwashers. So we had the 4,000 series.
Yep.
Okay, now it's going to be the 5,000 series. And there's there's a bunch of them now, though. How many different models are there going to be?
Well, what's funny is that there's in the new, let me back up a little bit. There's the G4000 is discontinued.
Right.
That's replaced with the 5000.
Right.
The G6000, which was the upper level machines, is now replaced with G7.
Right.
So we went from G4, G6 to G5, G7.
Right.
Okay. So in the G5000 series, which is the newest series that's coming out, like in 2 months or whatever it is.
Not quick enough, I can tell you that.
Believe me, we've already got orders for them. It's kind of ridiculous. But what they've done is they've taken the G7000 technology platform, meaning the entire water distribution system, the new pumps, the new arms, the new pipes, the new filters, the new spray arm alternation system, everything about it, and they've put it all in the G5s.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
I know it's crazy. So
how am I going to sell the 7,000s if you can have these 5,000s?
Well, believe me, the 7,000s offer things that the 5s don't. The really cool thing is that I'll connect it to what you said a minute ago. You said if the entry level will give you the same results as the top of the line, right? Right. Well, it's exactly that. So for example, if you ran pots and pans on our entry level G5 versus our top of the line G7, you're going to get the same results.
Right.
Okay. Because we want to make sure that when somebody buys our brand and they run normal or pots and pans or Sani Wash, that they're going to get that performance no matter what. The question is, when you're looking at the G5s, are they offering you the features, the cycles, the racking systems that you want? Or do you want to go, for example, to auto dose in G7, which you cannot get in G5, right?
Yeah. Which I love that feature.
Oh, it's awesome.
I like that feature on the washer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So there is a separation of features, but to your own words, and you nailed it, the quality, the efficiency, the longevity, it's all the same. It's all the same. We call that the base or core technology platform. It's all the same. So if you buy a $999 G5 or a $29.99 G79 and you run the same cycle, you're going to get the same results.
That's pretty powerful. And, when I have a customer come in and sometimes, we'll talk about the different models, that we have right now. And I can really tell that they're struggling with the budget and they want certain features. But I tell them, look, I'm going to tell you this. if you buy this $12.99 dishwasher, it's going to perform as well as this $19.99 dishwasher. And if this is all you can really justify, or that's all you can pay, then don't feel like you're getting a substandard dishwasher. It will work
Great
as
point.
well. But of course, in my area, if they don't have a water softener in the home, they're walking out with a $14.99 dishwasher because they got to have a water softener in my area.
Well, that's actually, one of the things about the G5s is that the water softener actually starts at $13.99.
Wow. Nice.
And, and it's a brand new model. It's a 5266. And I mean, when you get the G5s on your floor and you compare them to the G7s, you're really going to notice that they are astonishingly visually similar. Mm-hmm. But the array of functionalities on the G7 is simply broader.
Right.
It's simply broader, right? For example, you can get Wi-Fi control on the 7s. You can't get Wi-Fi on the 5s, right? So, I mean, there's just a broader array.
Right.
But like I said, the wash system, the 3-arm spray alternation, there's not another dishwasher on the planet that does that. And that's where we just run one arm at a time. And that allows us to use very, very little water, but not have any compromise to cleaning whatsoever.
Wow.
Right? I mean, it even allows us, if you can believe this, it even allows us to wash on different pressures on the bottom level. For example, we can do say pots and pans on the lower level, but do regular dishes on the middle level and not damage anything. That's because we can full flow to every arm independently.
And no one else can do that.
There's a couple other that actually have separate arms, but they don't change the pressure.
Yeah, gotcha.
And that's all electronically.
Yeah, like, so that's going to be important if you're doing wine glasses on that second rack,
Absolutely.
Like Rito, they don't want no pot and pan pressure on that.
No, they sure don't. Imagine that.
Yeah.
There's some interesting other parts. I mean, for example, one of the things we're adding with the G5s, which will be applicable to the G7s, is the new pocket handle top control door.
Yes.
Right? So something I know you're going to love hearing is that the panels that we have for the G7s all fit the G5s.
Oh, that's because it wasn't that way for a while.
That's right. So it's all the same panel.
Okay,
so
awesome.
It's just consolidated and very, very easy. You can even take one of the pocket doors on G5 and put it on a G7 if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I just had some thinking about that.
That's going to be a really popular solution.
Very cool. So what is the price point? We had that sweet $9.99 price point that started. Are we going to still have that?
Yes.
We are. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So the G5 start at $9.99 and they go up to, if you look at the 18-inch, $15.99.
Okay.
If you look at the full size, they stop at $14.99. So in 24-inch, they go from $9.99 to $14.99.
Okay, that's a nice price point.
Yep.
Okay, and at $13.99, I can sell my customer a dishwasher that has a water softener.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah,
huge.
It is. It is.
Now, what about that auto open for drying? You know how it opens up? Is that going to be filtering its way down or not yet?
Okay, well, it's on the the 52 $13.99 that the G52 series. That's on the $13.99.
Right.
So you can get that on that.
Okay, so it's going to auto open, and it's going to have a water softener on a $13.99 model. Wow.
Yep. The features work down just like you said. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to sell tons of those.
I'm telling you,
tons.
This never ceases to amaze me. Even as long as I've been with Miele, the features that they incorporate into the lower and lower models, just like mind blowing.
I know. Exactly.
I keep wondering, how can we possibly do this for this price? But what it is really, Denise, it's economies of scale. Once you get the tooling perfected to make an auto open mechanism or a water softening mechanism or something like that, then you can make it less expensively, but not compromise the quality or the longevity, right? That's exactly what we just keep doing over and over.
Right. And of course, the stainless steel is still that clean touch steel, right? Where you can put your hands on it. You don't get all the smudgy fingerprints or anything.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Very, very nice. Wow. I can't believe that.
Yeah,
$13.99.
I think there's something else you're really going to like.
What's that?
I I'm actually almost reluctant to say it.
Come on, spit it out. Tell us.
we this announcement is imminent. Okay, so I'll just. Can we just keep it between you and me?
Okay. Nope.
Okay. Okay, so we just went through more than a year of almost paranoia over the coronavirus, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Millions of people around the world have died. Everybody is just very, very concerned about bacteria, viruses. I've had COVID and I've been double vaccinated, so I couldn't spread COVID if I bathed in it right now. But the point is that it's still out there, and we're still pulling out of this, and people are more concerned than ever about the hygienic capabilities of washers and dryers and dishwashers, right? So overseas, Miele was awarded what is called the Golden Virus Seal. Okay.
Really?
It's level 3 virus hygiene effectiveness, and it's by the Institute of Integrated Hygiene and Virology. We just got the seal for the U.S.
Really? That's awesome.
So the G5s and G7s were about to announce this seal, and every major cycle on the machines gets rid of coronavirus.
Is that right?
It's astonishing.
That's because here's the thing. It's not going to end with the coronavirus. You know that. Something else is going to pop up. Variances.
It gets rid of corona, gets rid of influenza, and it gets rid of norovirus. So, I mean, and it's a certification, right? So, if somebody is wondering about, if I run my pots and pans, my Sandy wash, my normal, even the economy cycle. I mean, our water distribution system is so effective that we were able to remove these viruses from the surfaces in these machines, and it's certified.
That's amazing.
So we're about to announce this nationwide.
Oh, I better get a huge market share order for dishwashers.
But we need to keep this between you and me because it's a little bit early.
That's the word. I promise.
Just don't tell anyone, okay?
No one. Nobody. No one.
But that is a big deal. That's
a huge deal.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we're going to get it on laundry too. So.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, no, mum's the word. I promise.
Nobody telling me. Okay, so.
Okay, now, the other thing is on the washers and dryers. So is there anything else you needed to divulge to me about the dishwashers I need to know?
Well, I could tell you, but I have to kill you. So just leave it on there. No, I mean, we've hit the big points.
Okay.
One other thing that I think is very useful to your audience is that starting with G5s, all Miele dishwashers, 5, 7s, 18-inch, 24-inch, will have the quick intense wash. And
really, you didn't? Oh, that's a big deal. I can't tell you. That's huge.
It's a big deal.
That's huge.
Especially because that cycle. I don't know even if you're aware of this, Denise, and you know almost as much as I do. The quick intense wash is, as you know, it is a very short but very, very powerful cycle, right? I mean, the temperature is up to 149 degrees, no matter what your supply temperature is. The flow rate is higher. The arms go faster, and yet it's still a 42 decibel machine. But what's really cool is that it's on all machines now, no matter if it's 18 or 24, ADA or non-ADA, fully integrated or not. And it is also certified with the seal. And it's been proven in the Rheinwald Institute of Virology to remove 99.9% of all bacteria and viruses. And so it's also for a full load, not a half load that's lightly soiled. It is a full load cycle in less than an hour wash and dry.
That's
that
important.
type of removal of bacteria and viruses, it is quite
amazing.
Literally unmatched. And all Miele dishwashers and 5s and 7s will have it.
That's amazing. Because here's the thing, everybody, is that, yes, dishwashers have cycles that are 30 minutes and 45 minutes, but that's if you have like a piece of cake or a sandwich.
Right.
It's not heavy duty. But in order to do a typical, like say you're having lasagna, that's going to take 2.5 to 3 hours. And that's on all manufacturers. And that's understood and everyone knows that. But except for Miele, they have this cycle, this 58 minutes. Now on their 7 series, that includes the drying. Is that the same way on the
It'll be on
5,000
the fives too. Yep.
Okay, on the fives. So
Yep.
so here's the situation. Like I have a big party at my house. Well, then I have a lot of help. I have maybe 25, 30 people over. I have a lot of dishes, and I always bring out my stemware, my Rito stemware, so I've got help. Now it's 2.5 hours later. I have no help to do the rest of the dishes, because I have so many dishes. So if it was a 58-minute cycle, I would make sure that I tempted them to stay around to help me with the rest of it, right? Be easy peasy, so that is a neat feature, that 58 minutes. That's amazing that's going to happen. I did not know that. That's amazing.
Yeah. One thing I should probably tell you is that this level 3 virology seal, the tests for that were done with both our Autodose and our Ultra Tabs. So just to let you know that level of sanitization and removal of all of these bacterial presence and viruses was done with our detergent. So if you think the detergent doesn't make a difference,
it does. Yeah.
I assure you it does.
It does. Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, now let's talk about the washers and dryers. Now I wanted to give you something on this now. Okay, so I have a customer that purchased the top of the line washer and dryer by Miele, and it has the twin dose dispensing. That's where you put the cartridges in and they dispense automatically. That was in their beautiful big home, just outside of San Antonio. Well, they also have a very, very beautiful condo downtown. They rent them out sometimes and they stay down there sometimes during special events. They bought the bottom of the line for the condo because they were thinking, they're not going to live there. That's just going to be. So they bought the bottom line. We have it on order. They called me and they decided that, you know what, Denise? We like that twin dose dispensing so well, and the chemical, we really don't want to do without it, even for the short times that we're there. And it's so easy. We think it's just going to be easier for even the people that rent, our condo.
That's
so
true.
Yeah, so they're upgrading back up to the models that have the twin dose. I'm telling you, the feedback I get on that twin dose is amazing. I just don't know of not one single person that has said, yeah, it was nice, but I'm back to my other detergent. I mean, I can't. I have to. You wouldn't believe how much I keep in stock. I mean, I just fly through that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's one of those things that a lot of people, upon initial discovery, think it's a gimmick.
Yes.
It is absolute. This. It is not a gimmick. It really works.
It really does.
I always tell people, you don't know what clean is.
Yep.
Until you've tried this. Yeah.
So what on earth can you do to improve the washers and dryers? I mean, seriously, you got the heat pump dryer. You have the steam if you need steam. And on the washer, I love that steam feature on the washer. I use that almost every load. Even what I have on right now, I wash, but then I hang it up to dry.
Yeah.
So it lasts longer.
Yeah.
And I put the steam feature on. So when it comes out, there's no wrinkles on it and it hangs dry. You don't have to worry about, ironing. But what else can you do to make them better? Seriously.
Well, I mean, okay, so what did we do with dishwashers? We migrated things down.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. The twin dose. The twin dose. Tell me you did that.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are two really big things. Okay. Number one is, how you're familiar with the models. The 660 is the second to the top of the 860. Okay. So what we've done is we've moved the 860 down by $300.
What?
Okay. So the newest 660 will have twin dose at $13.99.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so but now it's $17.99.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be $13.99.
$400.
Oh my gosh.
So it's now going to be $13.99. We've also added, well, how do I say this? We've made the 860 that you're familiar with, which is the current top of the line. That's now $16.99. Okay, so that's gone down $300.
Right.
Okay. And there's also a new cycle on the 660 and the new 860 called Allergy Wash, which is a particularly good cycle for people who have sensitivities to anything. Okay. And I'll tell you about the detergent in a second. And then we've added another 860. So we're going to have an 860 like you're familiar with
Which
this
is
new
the top of the
cycle
line.
and $300 less.
Mm-hmm.
But the current 860
Mm-hmm.
at $19.99 will be a new 860 at $19.99.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the key difference there is that it is a full M touch screen.
Oh, that swish like the smartphone.
God, it is spectacular. I mean, you know what our M touch is like from our
I
oven.
love it. Yeah.
It is now on the laundry.
Awesome.
And, oh my God, it is so easy. You can just drag right through whatever you do.
Just like your smartphone. You just do like this. Oh, awesome. Really.
Yeah. Oh, it's spectacular.
Oh, I bet it's going to be beautiful too.
It is. It's very colorful. It's very responsive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is the same electronic platform that we put in our ovens and ranges.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
awesome.
Also we have the on the new 79 dishwasher that is also an M touch screen. So now you can get M touch on dishwashers, laundry, and built-ins,
and have it all.
Yeah, it's
on the
just
same platform.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All my customers are going to love that because thank goodness we have those Miele customers. They just want the top of the line. They want all the features, whatever. I always buy the top of the line. I love that customer. Oh, I love him.
What's interesting is that the top of the line now has got, I mean, arguably the easiest interface to use.
Exactly.
Right.
Just like
and
your
yet
smartphone.
It's staying the same price.
Right. That's amazing. I can't believe they did that. So the twin dose is going to be in all the models except for the lowest
entry level.
Yeah. That's so we're going to have 3 models with twin dose instead of just 2.
That's right. And
gosh.
The new entry level now has Wi-Fi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it going to be like the same electronic platform as the other 2? Above it, or is it still a little bit different?
It's a more basic, less feature heavy electronic.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you'll have Wi-Fi. So I mean, it's now all the laundry is going to be Wi-Fi controllable. Okay, which is really nice. And
yes,
I mean, one of the things that's great about that is you can control the machine around the clock. You can set it to run like at a set day and time, weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell your kids, just throw the stuff in the washer. It'll start by itself.
Right? Yeah.
And especially if you're looking at a twin dose system, right? Because twin dose, it actually doses itself.
Right. Exactly.
So you don't have to throw a pod, into the machine or pour liquid or anything into the drawer. You can just let the system dose itself. And now 3 of the 4 models will have twin dose. Here's
what I think that Miele could do to really make sure they get the largest share of the market. They can make the Rosie robot that will put the clothes into the washer, take them out of the washer, put them in the dryer, take them out of the dryer, and fold them. That's what they need, a Rosie robot to go with.
Any idea how close you are to reality? Be surprised.
I can imagine, especially with Miele. They probably already have this in the drawing board, knowing them.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing, everybody, is they do this in-house. All these electronics, engineering, and they're all done in-house. They have in-house engineers, in-house technology in-house. They do everything in-house. That's what makes them so incredible and why Miele is Miele. It's just amazing. Now, tell me about that new cleaning product that's coming out for the twin dose.
Yeah, it's called Elixir. Okay. And so how you have Ultraphase 1, which is the detergent, right? The 6 enzyme detergent. And then you have the Ultraphase 2, which is the hydrogen peroxide detergent enhancer. Okay. And the machine introduces them in sequence, not together, but in sequence. That's what gets everything so clean, right? Well, the elixir, which is an enhanced Ultraphase 1, actually has a 7th enzyme in it.
7 now.
A 7th. Yep.
7th. Okay.
And this new 7th enzyme, the technology is patented, and it's called FreshPlex. Okay. And what this does is it removes any and all odors from the clothing, and it lets it smell like clothing. There are just people that don't want any perfumes.
Right.
And even when you make a sensitive, there's still a perfume in it, right? Well, this is actually an enhanced cleaning formula, but it allows the clothing to smell normal, natural. There's, you know, and you can even use it because we're coming out with a dryer flacon that does the same thing because our new dryers are going to be able to hold 2 at once.
Oh, okay.
So you can close the one that you have the fragrance in and open the one that's got the fresh plex in it and just put something in it and get rid of the odor.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's
so
totally
if you just want to
patented.
freshen something up, you've worn it once.
And you don't need steam to do it.
Yeah, right. That's pretty cool. I like
It's
that.
a neat technology. It's a neat technology.
That's
so,
very, very cool.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. Regular Ultra Phase 1 and 2 will still be available.
Yeah, right. That's for,
Right, but the Elixir will be a choice added. And
just like the Sensitive.
Right. I mean, it will replace Sensitive either.
Yeah.
Right. How do I put this?
Just people that don't want any fragrance or just.
Yeah. I mean, the clothing, you know how you ever picked up clothing in a store? It brand new. You know, it smells like new clothing.
Right.
It smells like that.
Okay.
It smells like that.
That's cool. Yeah. You just smell the fabric.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
It's not a scent that is added.
Right. I got you.
It is changing the what is already in the fiber so that it doesn't smell.
I can't wait to try that one.
I think you'll like that.
I don't like anything mixing with my perfume, you know.
Me neither. I'm the same way. You go, girl. Yep.
So that is a lot of new features coming in for less money even.
Yeah.
This is a win-win for everybody. I'm so excited.
All new stuff, same price or lower.
Oh, that's awesome. And here's something else. We are past our time frame. Oh, how do you do that every time? Every time we go over our time limit. It's just
Denise, you talk too much. That's the problem.
I know. I do. This is true. I do. But it's always so wonderful to have you on our podcast, and you never disappoint.
Oh,
thank you for educating me on that, because actually, everybody, I'm learning some information just like you are. I'm getting to know what is coming down. And so we're looking at 1 to 2 months before we have these products available to sell.
They are in the pipeline. Yep.
Yeah. In fact, I have some of the new models coming in of the washers and dryers. Yep. Didn't know what I was getting in, but I have some new models coming in, and I know the dishwashers aren't quite ready to place an order for. So I'm so excited. And thank you once again. And Homeworks, really cool stuff for the home. You got it. Look at this. Really cool stuff for the home to make your homework better for you. Miele has a great website, mieleusa.com, where they'll talk about, not quite yet on the new models of the washers and dryers and dishwashers, but soon. Yeah, just soon. And remember, Mom's the word about all that stuff on that seal. Don't tell
just between us girls. That's right. Yeah.
We promise, right? And also to see our video podcast, go to homeworkssa.com. On the top, you'll see Homeworks SA TV. Click on that and find this podcast. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very, very much. See you real soon.
Good
Bye.
Bye-bye.